Welcome back. So as I mentioned in the previous part, we got connection events to do here. We're going to make our way down the list like we did in the old days with Cold Steel. That'll be going to be one part for one event. That's how it'll be. A special place. Arnie has invited me to Trion Tower, where it sounds like she'll be meeting up with Professor Hamilton. I should probably head over there when I have the time. This sounds interesting, doesn't it? Let's go. Van parted ways with his companion for a short while. He then headed to Trion Tower to meet up with Agnes. Van, Agnes, a pleasure to see you again. Good day, Professor Hamilton. Yeah, it's been, what, 2.5 weeks now? I apologize for calling you over here, what with the school festival keeping you occupied. But I felt it was important that I return this to you, Agnes. So, without further ado, here you are. Thank you, Professor. So, any more insight on this? You've pretty much done all the probing you can so far on why the Genesis stopped working, right? Any developments we should know about? No, sadly. Not even after using my connections at the Institute to run it through every instrument at our disposal. I failed to glean any new facts, let alone the root cause behind the inexplicable phenomena we've observed so far. Nevertheless, I'm of a mind to continue the investigation. Sorry to put you through so much trouble, but we'd really appreciate if you could. There are still so many things that we have yet to understand. But we need to do so in order to prepare for what lies ahead. Nod. I could see much of your forebears in you. Clearly, Professor Epstein's spirit lives on, as does Lydia's. Lilia? That's Agnes' grandma, right? Yes. I never got the chance to meet her myself. According to my great-grandfather's notes, she used to go to and from the laboratory all the time. Indeed, I believe Lilia was around 10 years old back then. She was strong of heart, smart as a whip, and compassionate to boot. Oftentimes she would make tea for her father and us disciples. Oh, sounds lovely. On occasion, her spontaneous comments would even lead to breakthroughs in our research. The girl certainly did wonders for our motivation. Sounds a lot like how Hume's is for us. You may be right there. Thank you for sharing, Professor. This is a joy to hear. My grandmother had already passed when I was born, you see, so I never knew her all that well. Though my mother told me she was kind and a dauntless woman who raised her single-handedly. I see. That description fits Lilia to a T. All in all, however, neither I nor the other disciples can tell you very much about her. That's due in particular to the way she vanished right after the professor's death, leaving only a note behind. Oh. For real? Heard a bit about this. Half of my grandmother's life is completely unaccounted for. At the time, the guild was still in its infancy. When they failed to find her, the search was called off. So imagine my shock when I first met you, her granddaughter in Basel. Triple dot. In any case, you already know Katra is like family to me. So don't ever feel as though you have to be a stranger, dear. That goes for you as well, Van. Even if it has nothing to do with the Genesis, you're welcome to reach out in times of need. Appreciate it. Might even happen sooner than you think. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you too, Professor. Also, we'd love to have you at this year's school festival if you'd be willing. It's shaping up to be a spectacular event, thanks in part to Katra's contribution. Ah, yes. Esmeria has been telling me all about it. I'll try my best to make time for a visit. Still much more going on with her, I feel. Well, we picked up the Genesis. Ready to head back to the academy? About that. It's not as if we're in any hurry. I suppose we could just stick around for just a while longer. To tell you the truth, I'd actually been wanting to come here with you at some point. Oh yeah? Now that you bring it up, I guess this is the first time we've been up here together. It's pretty packed back at the festival anyway, so I could use some time away from the crowds. Yeah, we need it once in a while, don't we? No harm in hanging back and taking a look around. Great. Thanks, Van. And so Van and Agnes enjoyed a leisurely stroll along the observation deck, then decided to take in the city sights from one of the telescopes. Can I look through? Let's see, if I turn it over in this direction... Can we see? Can we see? It's a weird angle, though. Aha! Old town spotted. I'm pointed right at the office and Monmar. Seriously? Got sights for Selge around, and that's the first place you pick? A lot of happy memories there, Van. Like, come on now. Well, it's important to me. I always look there whenever I do this. Even on my days off from work, I worry about whether you're eating a balanced diet or not. What are you, my nosy sister-in-law? Good luck keeping a food diary on me from way up here. Let's just look over there next. Saint-Marché is as lively as ever today. No matter how much they modernize the rest of the city, this slice of it never seems to change. It's kind of nice, though. You a long-term customer or something? Thought your house was over in the 10th district. Well, really, my mother would only take me shopping there every so often when I was little. But there were other occasions, such as birthdays, holidays, or rare times when my father made space in his busy schedule to come home early. The two of us would poke our heads into one stall after another, deliberating over what to eat. We used to have so much fun back then. Warms your heart to think about. God, that's some distance on that, like, telescopy thing. There's Dirk Memorial Park. My father used to drive me there as a child so we could take Alphonse for a walk. Oh, your pet dog? I met him at the end of last year when I dropped you off that one time, right? Second I petted the guy, he started clinging roughhousing like no tomorrow. Almost thought I'd never shake him free. He's usually so quiet around anyone outside our family too. Guess he took a special liking to you. You're free to stop by and keep him company if you'd like. What, and just stroll right into the president's house? I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. That'd be funny if, like, I've come to pet the dog. Like, what? I've come to pet the dog. Like, do you have an appointment? I'm gonna pet the dog. Like, alright. And there's NIS Academy over in the Alba district. If the festival's this busy on the first day, gonna be swamped all the way to the last. I'll make it through somehow. Look who's there, like the runners from Riverside. It's like you just spot some of the people around. I'm assuming that's that Eddie's stall is around here somewhere. What's up? Don't laugh, but I was just thinking, wow, I'm actually a student here. Even now it still hits me. I suppose it's because this is where my mother and father first met. Oh, that's news to me. I was gonna say. The story goes that my grandmother was working the student store at the time. Being a single parent, she got permission to bring her daughter, Sophie, my mother, to work with her. My father had only just enrolled at the academy when they first got acquainted. From there, we wound up becoming a family friend of sorts. Almost sounds like it was fated to be. I'm guessing there was a bit of an age gap there, huh? Yes, 80 years to be exact. It wasn't long after they met that they became almost like siblings. As they grew up alongside one another, their shared feelings slowly blossomed into love. Then one day, they came here to the observation deck, where my father finally proposed to her. That's so. Almost poetic, considering that your great-granddad was the one who designed this tower to begin with. Guess that must make it pretty special for you. Yes, in a way. It symbolizes the bond between the two sides of my family. The Claudels and the Gramharts. Shortly after I came along, my father's political career took off. It became busy while I began feeling lonely. So my parents made an effort to clear out their schedules and bring me to Trion Tower. Aww. My mother talked about all sorts of things while we were here. She told me about life with my grandmother. About the way she met my father.
It's so cute.
About how the three of them would visit the tower. About the irreplaceable moments she and my father created together. About the guilt he felt over missing my birth due to his military duties. About how overjoyed he was when he first held me in his arms. About how elated she was when he finally proposed. And all the while my father would have a faint, uncharacteristic blush on his face. Admittedly, a lot of things she said were too difficult for me to understand at that age. But I always loved seeing her smile spread from her cheek to cheek over every new tale she recounted about my father and grandmother. It's not quite the same as my great-grandfather's diaries, but hearing those stories about my family meant so much to me. It gave me hope that someday I'd meet my own special someone and get a chance to share this place with them too. Agnes. Over dramatic, I know. No need to take it too seriously. Nah, it's a nice sentiment. I'm almost jealous. This tower basically ties your family together. Even the grandmother you never met in person. My thoughts exactly. Regardless of the circumstances, my mother and father crossed paths, fell in love, and had me. This place is always here as a reminder to put my faith in the bonds that connect us as a family. That's the thing I truly love about it. But ever since I started helping you with your Spriggan work, it's taken on another meaning. You, me, and the others have been all over Edith, solving 4 SPG after 4 SPG. And now looking over the city from here fills me with pride over everything we've accomplished. Think about the many times my family took in this same view. Now I'm striving to protect it with my own 2 hands. I'm just so glad I joined Arkwright Solutions. That's why I want to give you credit where it's due. And not just when it comes to gathering all the Genesis. Thank you, Van. For everything. It's because you helped me grow as a person that I'm able to feel this way. That's worth the whole world to me. Come on now. Haven't we been over this? Any growth you've made is your own doing. You're the one who leapt into my line of business and took whatever you could from that experience. You were tenacious like nothing else, sticking to your guns until you got what you were after. Honestly, never could have imagined how far you'd go. When I up and vanished last year, you came after me without a moment's hesitation. If that wasn't enough, you rose up against a being capable of rocking this world to its core and gave him a piece of your mind. Tripled up. We were talking to Van, not you. We don't care about you in the slightest. So get out of our sights and return Van to us at once. I don't think it's a stretch to say that, if nothing else, your strength has pulled me through my fair share of scrapes. So much so that I went from nearly giving up on myself to holding on no matter what. Point is, you're dead wrong if you think your gratitude is a one-way street. One way down a one-way street. Van. Like I said before, me taking your request to find the Genesis came with some special conditions. So I'm counting on you to hold up your end of the bargain as my assistant. Yes, sir. Happy to be of service as always, Van. After that, Van and Agnes decided to leave the tower behind and head back to see the rest of their friends. I wonder if you realize what I was hinting at. Probably not. Van's 25 now, so I know we're a bit far apart. But my parents had the same 8-year gap between them that we do.
Yeah, probably when they were older, right?
Of course, I still have a long way to go before I can measure up to him. Only a matter of time, though. I'm sure of it.
I'm certainly not.
Agnes? You coming or what? Be right there.
He just doesn't have those kinds of feelings for you. Be weird if he did.
I want to make the most of everything you and the others have taught me. So I'm going to keep working hard. And while I do that, I hope I can stay by your side. I know I'm still inexperienced, but I'm looking forward to whatever comes next.
Yeah, it is just like that puppy love kind of thing. It's like, there's nothing from Van in that regard that I can't see any of that. It'd be creepy if there was. So, no, he's got eyes for Elaine. That's how it is. It's like, yeah. It's just how it is.
It's gonna be upsetting for her though when she finally realizes that. It's like, no, this is not a thing that can happen. It's not a thing that can happen.
Anyway, that's us going to end this part, and in the next part we'll reload the save and do a warrior's rite of passage. So we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ra for now.